Today, we remember the 19 children and 2 teachers who were killed on this date 2 years ago when a gunman stormed Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, one of the worst school shootings in our nation's history. This week, the families of those victims announced they were suing 92 Texas Department of Public Safety officials and troopers, along with the school district, over the botched response. They allege multiple failures that day when law enforcement waited 77 minutes before confronting the shooter. Brett Cross, whose beloved son, Uzi Garcia, was among those killed on that day 2 years ago, joins us now. Brett, I know this has to be a difficult day for you. I'm wondering how you're feeling, how you're spending the day.
Man, I'm just trying to get through it, to be honest. It hurts all the time, but it's even worse today. So we're just trying to get through the day.
We appreciate you joining us to share your story. And previous times that we've spoken, you've mentioned to me that there's an odd relationship between, at times, you and members of the community. They don't necessarily seem eager to hear at times what you have to say. I'm wondering today how you're feeling about the way that Uvalde is handling this tragic date.
For the most part, I drove uptown a little bit earlier and looking out and seeing all these people that, are out and about and at the cemetery and at the plaza and everything. And I feel like it's all for show. Where are all of y'all when we are fighting to hold these officers accountable? Where are y'all when we are fighting the city council, the school district, and everything? So I personally feel like it's all for show for most of this community.
Brett, 19 of the victims' families announced earlier this week that they settled a lawsuit with the city. I mentioned that they plan to sue the Texas DPS next, including 92 individual officers. You were not party to that settled suit. I'm wondering why.
So, there is issues with Uzi's biological parents who lost custody of him for abandonment. They're able to get on those lawsuits. I'm not, but it doesn't matter to me. The money, any of that, it doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is that we do all we can to keep Uziah's memory alive and to get justice and accountability from every level that failed us.
Understood. On the same day that the settlement was announced, the police chief in Uvalde, Joshua Gutierrez, resigned. He, of course, replaced Pete Arredondo, who was fired after the shooting. Do you have any sense of why Gutierrez resigned, and who do you hope might replace him?
I don't know why. I've heard rumors, but that's all I can chalk that up to. But, I hope that they get somebody else in here that will, do what is right for the children, because our school district has failed us countless times over. So we need more people that actually care about the children, that actually care about our children that are no longer here, and will do whatever they can to empower and help the children.
Sure. So we've also spoken previously about how you feel towards some of the elected officials in the community and the way that the community has approached them. On Tuesday, Uvalde residents are set to head to the polls to cast their ballot for a number of positions, among them the county sheriff in Uvalde. The Republican incumbent, Ruben Nolasco, was actually called out by name in that report from the Department of Justice on the response to the shooting at Robb Elementary, saying that he, quote, did not seek out or establish a command post, establish unified command, share the intelligence he learned, nor did he assign an intelligence officer to gather intelligence on the subject. Nolasco has told CNN that the criticism is all false. What do you make of his candidacy? Do you anticipate that he's going to be reelected?
With the same with, you know, all of the constables that are running. Every single one of these officers that were there that day that failed our children, it is just incredible that they have the the notion that they didn't do anything wrong. They walk around like they did nothing wrong, and they continue to do that. So, you know, but seeing how Uvalde is, I'm sure he probably will be. But that once again goes to show that Uvalde, the county, the community, they don't care. You know, it's all for show. So I think it's despicable that he ran again. I think it's despicable that every single one of these officers that were there didn't step down immediately, because that is what should have happened. They failed their jobs. They failed our kids. Kids are dead because they didn't do what they were supposed to do. And so for them to do that, it's despicable.
The White House is marking the anniversary by President Biden sending the Deputy Director of the Office of Gun Violence Prevention to the vigil in Uvalde. How would you assess the federal response, the White House's response to what happened?
You know, I mean, the Office of Gun Violence Prevention is amazing, and it's long overdue. And I am happy that they are working towards, you know, eliminating these things. And to send someone down is pretty amazing. I just hate the fact that the federal government hasn't stepped in, because as everybody knows, our DA is not doing anything. You know, our governor isn't doing anything. The Steve McCraw, the head of DPS, is not doing anything. None of these entities are doing anything, and they're allowed to just not do anything. They don't care. So it's frustrating that they have not or cannot, you know, come in and do something worthwhile for our children's sake.
Brett, I want to close by focusing on Uzi. 2 years later, what do you remember the most about your son?
His infectious smile. He would do anything to help somebody feel better. He hated seeing people sad, and he would do whatever he could to make you have a better day. And you know, he showed us that.
Brett
He
Cross.
showed us beauty.
Brett, I can't thank you enough for sharing your story with us, especially on a day like today. Thank you so much for bringing us details from Uzi's life.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Stay with CNN. We're back in just moments.